Hey everyone, Mature Simmer here. Welcome here in springtime. As I said, not much to take care of on the farm. I've been monitoring the pigs over the last few days, so I just decided we'll stop by, take a look, see what's happening. We're about 2 days away from when our wheat will hopefully be ready to harvest. We can see it out there kind of filling itself out. The gray items on it are the dead weeds we had sprayed, so that is good. You can see the pigs are pretty active, they're pretty happy. You can see their health is 100%. Food is still up there, 18,000, and remember we started with about 27. So right now, not a bad rate. They're creating a good amount of slurry. I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do with that. If I'm going to start using it to fertilize fields and maybe save myself some money there. It really just determines how involved that would be. That walking bird from the sky is kind of interesting. I'm not sure if you're seeing that like I am, but it's walking on something. But the other interesting thing is, if you recall, we bought 36 pigs, and it says we have 42 animals. So that means we've got some additional pigs that have been born here through just the normal matter of things working around. So if I pop in here, we can see, our effectiveness is the total here is there. It says effectiveness, and then it makes it seem like it's not as effective, but obviously our productivity is 100% productive. You can see that 12,000 liters of slurry it's not nothing, but it might be 20, I don't think it's 25%. I'd say it's like 20%, so I'm not in any giant concern that I'm going to have a problem. You can see there's pigs here that are now 6 months and 25% reproduction, so I'm assuming that means out of 12 we've got 3 pigs that are pregnant. German landrace the same, but then you can see there's a couple here 6 pigs that are 2 months old that obviously came from some group that was having pigs. So here, now that these are 12 months, these are 50% productive or reproducing, so I'm just not sure then as they age, and maybe all the way up to when they're finally at 24 months, they'll basically all be having pigs. The key is I'm just kind of keeping an eye out on values, and I'm just going to have to kind of mentally mark them down, or maybe I'll make notes in my spreadsheet. I'm not sure yet. So far it seems like I can keep track of them, but we had basically 4 groupings, and this new grouping is the little piglets we have, but once again, unfortunately, we can't see in any other way. But then I'm assuming we're going to see landrace and Berkshire groupings that show up that will kind of maybe lump them together. And so what I guess I'm keeping an eye on, honestly, if I think about it, is this, that they're $650 each, and to start seeing where that maxes out at, and then know, okay, at some point that means that's probably where I would sell them off. But right now, that's what we've got going on. I did, as I said, check the other work menus that we have, and the weeds are showing still dead, so it's kind of got that brown overlay over the fertilized state. Obviously we're 100% fertilized here in our wheat. Still a little bit green, as obviously we've still got a couple months till it's going to be ready. And at this point, that is what I have happening on the farm. So, and the other thing we obviously have an interest in The Suez project, things keep moving along. There was an announcement yesterday. Again, it's kind of hard to read because of the visibility they have here, but due to an influx of high-profile attention to the project, the Canal Commission has deemed it necessary to step up efforts on the canal. It has authorized the release of more and larger shipments to get goods brought in quicker, and has spun up additional on-site assets to help prepare the project, which will consume more fuel. So basically what we had been told is this fuel reserve was going to then start to dwindle, and people just needed to make sure that they were, getting additional fuel in here. So you can see Green Cattle Farm contributed 30,000 liters of fuel toward the project. So people are still adding things in. Food is filling in, but we're not quite there yet. Nothing else is really maxed out. I think last time we looked at both medium generators, semis, fuel, and project fees, we're also kind of at the 100% range. But as I expected, I'm thinking what we're seeing here is an adjustment in flow with the expectation of what leadership has felt is how long this first phase of the project of prep should take. And they're thinking maybe things are moving a little slower than expected, so they're speeding things up so that I'm assuming people can haul more loads faster, so that loads will be released more quickly. Right. Other than that, nothing much has changed on the farm. We're just kind of having a bit of a slow year after the ridiculous pace we had between the potatoes and then getting corn and wheat in the ground quickly, and trying to get into a slower pace and trying to determine what's really going to work and make it enjoyable for myself, manageable for myself, because right now I thought adding the pigs would create some more activity, but as we can see, it's not creating much other than what you'd see at a zoo, which is just, come and observe them and so forth. Now that may change as that pen starts to fill out, so I think, I'm not going to do anything at this point to speed some things up. Obviously, again, we have not touched our honey in a while. We know we've got some stuff we can do there, so maybe that will turn into some work tomorrow. And in the interim, that field that is out the gate, 39, finally has come up for auction. So I'm going to need to go knock that thing out. So that is what I'm going to go take some time and do. But I wanted to give you an update, and I will see you next time.